So to be honest, the reason why I initially probably got into Outdoor Adventures class was it was my senior year. It was a new program that my high school is offering. Naturally, having senioritis, it makes you kind of look for classes that would look easy on paper. And really when I got into it, it was easy for me because it was something that I enjoyed and I really loved doing. But really when you got down to it, there was a lot to the curriculum. You got to do your hunter's education, you got your boater safety, you learned all these different fishing techniques and species. You got to bow hunt, you got to do Dutch oven cooking, you got to do camping. I mean, the list is just endless of the stuff you got to do in a one semester class that I still to this day, it sticks with me more so than my English class does.
Before I took Outdoor Adventure class, I enjoyed things such as horseback riding, a little bit of camping. I had shot one deer with my dad, but it wasn't really something that I was into all the time. It wasn't something that I focused a lot of my attention on. But the Outdoor Adventures class, it gave me my license in boating. I got safety certified for hunting education. I learned how to cook outside, different things like that really opened up a new world to me.
Some of my great memories from Outdoor Adventures would definitely be fishing. We would load up the bus on Fridays, the whole class would go. We'd go to a local pond in our town. We'd actually catch fish. And I think what was interesting with this experience is we had an individual in our class who was had a disability and was challenged and in a wheelchair. You know, a lot of us, instead of going off and fishing on our own, found more joy in helping him catch a fish. And I remember specifically one Friday he caught probably a 5-pound catfish, and he was extremely excited. You know, so were the rest of us, and it was just something I'll never forget.
The Greystone event was probably one of the monumental or, you know, key moments in my life where I knew I really, really enjoy the outdoors. And first off, when you drove up out there, it was breathtaking. I mean, there's this castle, and then they had, you know, 5 stands set up. They had the spots where you go down and you shoot the muzzle loader, you shoot rifle downrange about 100 yards, and the instructors were so great. It was a pivotal moment in my life for being an outdoorsman, and it was just a great event for my dad and I, and then we had so much fun. It was great. It was really, really fun.
So one of the most memorable moments of the entire class, and it still resonates with me today, is a young lady that came to Greystone Castle to the safety event with us. I don't think she had ever picked up a firearm before, and the first event we walk up to the shotgun event, and there is a Olympic champion skeet shooting guy. She partners with him, he shows her how to shoot. She walks up there, first time, and just dusts every one of those things, beats every guy in the room, walks off the stand, talks to her daddy and says, I've got to have a shotgun. And he got our shotgun for Christmas, and it was an amazing story.
Turns out I was actually awarded to go on a hunt after that safety event, which I was, you know, thrilled about, gladly accepted. I actually went with my dad. He was able to come along. We went on a weekend together. Great family hosted us. Shot my first doe, and then the next morning shot my first buck. An 8-point, I can remember we had been in the blind for probably 4 hours, and you know, shot it. He said, "Did you get it?" I said, "Yeah, I know I got it." And then traced the blood just like we had in class. It was actually my dad's 50th birthday, so it was really an experience that we'll never forget.
Today, anybody that knows me as a bird hunter. I have a German short-haired pointer. I go dove hunting 1,000,000 times a year. I go quail hunting as much as I can. I want to go pheasant hunting. All of that, I think, stems from my opportunity to get to do the safety event, to shoot well enough to be put into a drawing for a hunt and get to go hunting in Ennis, Texas, and go quail hunting for the first time with my dad. And it was just a memorable moment that, to this day, it lights up. I still have the ball cap from that they gave us as a giveaway.
Since I took Outdoor Adventures, my life today, I'm 25 years old, and I've been hunting and fishing ever since. I mean, I'd started early, but you know, the best thing and one of the things that kind of helped me along was getting my hunter safety. And I wouldn't know as many things to do or not to do without the course.
The skills you learn with hunting and fishing and just, you know, being responsible and safe, you know, will stay with you the rest of your life. And I think you really learn how to, you know, appreciate the outdoors, and you gain an appreciation and a respect for something at such a young age, that can be very important.
And I wish that was not just elective, that every person would just be enrolled and automatically take it. The lessons you learn and the bonding with your classmates and even your teacher is something you don't get from other classes. There's always homework in other classes, but it's not interactive. It's paperwork or turn this assignment in online. It's really hard to watch. I had, moving from high school after this class into college, I had multiple friends that would neglect their classes and their studies because they were just enthralled and just sucked into these video games and to the TV because that's what's accessible. Your iPad, your phones, your handhelds all the time. If you don't pull yourself out and get outdoors and go do activities that make you be active and live a healthy lifestyle, and also bond with your friends and family, you kind of deteriorate.
I can't tell you how happy I've been, whether it's alone in a stream fishing or hiking or biking or hunting with friends that, have memories that'll last a lifetime. It creates activities for you on a broad spectrum that you can do your entire life, whether you're a young adult or a parent, and hopefully someday do those things with your kids.